Hey guys, this is Grumpy Corn by Sarah McIntyre. This is a really pretty book. Unicorn was sitting in his special writing house. I'm going to write the most fabulous story in the world, he thought. This made him feel very pleased with himself. He already liked being a writer. So Miss Hendry's going to hold up her story stick that says who, because we were just introduced to one of our characters. All right, so who is this character? Did they tell us his name? Unicorn, right. All right. And what is he trying to do? So I want you to see this card. What is he trying to do? It says that he's trying to write a story and he's in his, oh, wait. I have another one ready. Where is he? Where is Unicorn? It said he was in his writing house, his special writing house. Good. So now we know who we have. Unicorn. He's one of our characters. We know what he's doing. He's writing a book or trying to write a story. And we know where he's doing this. He's doing it in his special writing house. Good. But Unicorn didn't know where to begin his story. I need my special fluffy pen, he said. He went and got his special fluffy pen, but he didn't know what to write. I need a cup of my special moonberry tea, he said. Then I'll be able to write my story. He went and made himself a cup of special moon tea, and Unicorn sat at his desk wondering what to write in his special fancy notebook. He sighed. I wish I had an idea come knocking at my door. All right, and so what is the problem? Remember, he's trying to write a story, but what is the problem? So this is our first problem that we're really running into. What is the problem? He's not able to think of anything to write. And so how does he try to fix this? How does he try to fix this? He tried to drink some tea. He tried to use a special pen, but did that work? No. Very sweet. Let's see what happens. But Narwhal knocked instead. What are you doing, Unicorn? I am busy writing the most fabulous story in the world, said Unicorn. Wow, said Narwhal. Can I be in your story? Don't be silly, said Unicorn. No one wants to read a story about a narwhal. Narwhals are boring. There will be no narwhals in my story. Oh, said Narwhal, and he swam away sadly. So, who do we have here? So we know we have Unicorn as a character, but now there's another character. Who is this guy? Tells us that his name is Narwhal. Right. And so what did Narwhal want? He wanted to be a part of Unicorn's story. But what did Unicorn say? He told him no. He said, no, narwhals are boring. You're not gonna be in my story. And so what happened? What happened to Narwhal? It says that he swam away sadly. Why do you think he was sad? I think he was sad because he got his feelings hurt. His friend didn't want him to be in his story. Let's keep reading. Mermaid, guess what? Said Narwhal. Unicorn is writing the most fabulous story in the world. Mermaid looked impressed. She swam off to visit Unicorn. Hello, Unicorn. I'm waiting for my how is your story coming along? Very badly, said Unicorn. I'm waiting for my moment of genius. And I do not have any cookies. My genius ideas will only come to me if I can get some cookies to eat. All right, and so we have another who. Who comes into our story here? Right, mermaid. This is another character. So far we have unicorn, narwhal, and mermaid. Those are our characters. And what is she asking Unicorn about? His story. And has he came up with anything yet? No. And so what does he say? Does he say why he hasn't come up with anything? That's a good one. Why? Why hasn't he come up with anything? He lists something specific that he needs. I think is a joke. Cookies. Yeah. Do you think cookies are going to help him read or write a story? No. All right. So let's see what happens. Mermaid had an idea. If I bake you some cookies, can I be in your story? Unicorn thought for a moment. Maybe, but only if the cookies make me feel inspired. We're going to have to see if he's inspired by her cookies. Mermaid swam back to her submarine to bake her famous starfish cookies. Narwhal helped. He loved licking the bowl. She's making cookies. Mermaid brought the cookies to Unicorn. Now can I be in your story? She asked. Unicorn took a big bite of the cookie and looked thoughtful. He ate the whole plate and kept looking thoughtful. No, said Unicorn, I'm afraid you can't be in my story. They were very good cookies, but they did not inspire me. Was that nice? So what happened? Who made what for who? Ooh, that's a lot. Right. Mermaid made some cookies for Unicorn to try to inspire him. But what happened? He ate them all like a greedy grump, and he still did not want her to be a part of his story. Do you think they're still going to want to be friends with Grumpy Corn? Is what we're going to call him, Mr. Unicorn? I don't know. I don't think so. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. Mermaid swam away in a huff. What's wrong, Mermaid? Asked Jellyfish. Unicorn is writing the most fabulous story in the world, she sniffed, but he won't let me be in it. My cookies were not inspiring enough. Maybe I'm in it, said Jellyfish. Everyone loves Jellyfish. She wriggled with excitement and swam off to visit Unicorn. Uh-oh, we have another who. All right, so who is this? Did they say their name? Jellyfish. Good. So now we have unicorn, narwhal, mermaid, and jellyfish. So now we have 4 characters. That's cool. All right, so this is Jellyfish, and they are going to, she is going to go swim off and see if she can be a part, or if she is a part of Unicorn's book. I have a feeling she's not, because he's grumpy. Hello, Unicorn, said Jellyfish. Have you finished your fabulous story yet? I can't wait to read it. Is there a jellyfish in it? Why don't you let me be in your story? I will be the most brave jellyfish and go into space and discover fantastic alien jellyfish. And no, yelled Unicorn. I can't get any ideas because everyone keeps bothering me. You are all very silly and annoying, and I don't want to write this story any more. Oh, what a grumpy corn, said Jellyfish. Unicorn threw his fluffy pen, his notebook, and his teacup into the sea. Wow. So, why did he yell? Why did Grumpy Corn yell? So now his name has changed from Unicorn to Grumpy Corn. Why did he yell? Because this is the 3rd person to come ask him about his story, and he's mad because he did not have anything to write. So what did he do? He threw some things. What did he throw? His special moon drink, his special pen, and his special notebook into the sea. And so, I'm just sad. I'm just very sad. This little sweet unicorn needs some prayer. All right. So he threw his notebook and stuff into the sea, and let's see what happens. Turn the page, Miss Hendry. All right. They sank down and down and drifted on the ocean currents until, look, said Mermaid, it's the most fabulous story in the world. Yippee! Let's read it, said Narwhal. So it looks like that our friends, our other characters, were having fun. They just went about their business, and Mr. Unicorn was being mean, so they went about their business, and it looks like they're playing a fun game. But all of a sudden, what comes floating down to the bottom, sinking down to the bottom? Right. The pen, the juice, or the cup of drink, and the pen. And so they decide that they're going to read the story. Let's see what happens. The friends gathered around to read Unicorn's story, but Unicorn had not written a single word. Poor Grumpycorn, said Mermaid. I wish we could help. I have an idea, said Narwhal. Once upon a time, a unicorn tried to write the most fabulous story in the world. He was visited by a world-famous baker, said Mermaid, and the bravest jellyfish in the ocean, said Jellyfish, and the cleverest narwhal in the whole universe, agreed Narwhal. Few hours later, Unicorn arrived carrying a big flat box. I tried to write a fabulous story, he said, but I was not a very fabulous friend. But I am fabulous at ordering pizza. I brought this to say I'm sorry. That looks like very inspiring pizza, said Narwhal, and you are just in time to help us finish the most amazing, clever, fabulous, and funny story in the world. Awesome. All right, and so what happened when the friends found the notebook and the pen? They realized that it was empty. There were no words written down. And so what did they do? They started to write a story. And who did they write the story about? Themselves. That's right. And so how did this help their friend Grumpycorn? It helped him write his story. All right. And so why would the friends do that when he had been really, really unkind to them? Because they were good friends. And so, but also we have to point out, what did Grumpycorn do to try to make it up, make his behavior up to his friends, to try to apologize? He brought them what? A pizza. That's right. And so in the end, how did this story turn out to be very sweet? What are they doing right there in that submarine? They're writing a story together. Very good. All right, so let's look right here for just a second at our story. Let Miss Hendry change this. All right, so our book is Grumpycorn. That's what we just read by Sarah McIntyre. We used our story sticks to tell the story or to stop and think about what we were reading. The characters were Grumpycorn, the narwhal, the jellyfish, and the mermaid. The setting of this story. The setting of this story was in the writer's, his little writer shack, his little writer workshop. And also, Miss Hendry didn't even think about stopping to talk about this, but I bet you guys figured it out. When the book fell underwater, the rest of the story took place underwater. That is so neat. So we actually have two settings for the story. All right, and so the main idea of the story was that our poor friend was trying to write a story, and what was he trying to do to get to be inspired to start writing? He tried to use his special pen, drink some special juice, and write in a special notebook. That didn't really work. And then his friends came and tried to give him special ideas, but he didn't want to hear it. And he got so angry that he finally threw his stuff down. And once he threw his pen down, his friends found it, and they ended up writing a story for him. And he felt bad for yelling at them. He felt